Let's document the pens that I currently have inked up for the month of May. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tori and today we are documenting my May currently inked. The first ink that I will be notching down here is Pecan. This ink is by Papier Plume, based out of New Orleans, and I got it while I was actually in New Orleans. So the way that I am planning to do this is I am going to just drop down a little bit of ink dots on my page here, and then I will end up using a spoon, a plastic spoon, to kind of smush that ink around, and then I will take the pen that I actually have inked up with this ink. I will draw some squiggles through each little splotch of ink on my page, and then I will use that same pen to document the pen that the ink is currently inked up in, as well as the brand of ink and the name, the color name of the ink. Now, this is the first one of these I have ever actually done, so I'm hoping that this works out. I think the next time I do it, I might change this up just a little bit. I think I may have made these a little bit too big, these kind of like little swatches of the ink, but I really, really like the way that it looks. Initially, I had only wanted to have all of my inks listed on one page, but I think that having 5 pens inked up might be a little bit too much. So I think going forward, I will do 4 per page. So this Pecan ink I have inked up in my Hongdian M2 Black Forest Mini. It's an extra fine nib, and I did get this from Amazon. And then once again, it is the Papier Plume ink in the color Pecan. I will do this same process for all of my inks, but I'm only going to be documenting colored ink, so basically non-black inks that I currently have inked up. This next ink is Muddy Grass by Robert Oster, and I have this one inked up in my Lamy All-Star, and this is like the Slytherin pen. I don't know if this actually has a color other than the name Slytherin. This was a gift that I received, and I love these two colors together. Something that I really noticed, well, I didn't notice it while I was doing it, but as I was laying this down, I was like, wow, this color looks really murky when you first put it down. And then go figure, like that makes sense because it's called Muddy Grass, so it should look murky. So I thought that that was really fun and that it fit really, really well. So I wanted to get this inked up, and I have been using this one in my daily journal. Again, this is in my Lamy All-Star in a fine nib. I don't believe I said that yet, but it is in a fine nib, and it is the Muddy Grass by Robert Oster. I feel like I should give a bit of a disclaimer that I am very, very new into the fountain pen and fountain ink community, so I do not know a lot. I am definitely not the expert to go to advice to or for, but I have been having so much fun, and I've really been enjoying this whole process and just everything about it. My next ink is going to be the Sailor Shikiori, and this is Duyu. I don't know if that's how you say that, but that's how I've been saying it. So if there's a correct way to say it, I'm saying it wrong, please let me know in the comments. This one is a deep, deep brown ink that actually looks black a lot of the time. And to be quite honest, when I have this inked up in a pen, I'm not sure if I actually inked it up with this color or black most of the time. So another reason that I did want to start documenting the currently inked portion of this is because sometimes when I've got like these deeper colors, I can't actually tell if that's the color that's in the pen. So this is going to be another Lamy pen, and this is the Lamy Safari. This is a pen that I actually got while I was in New Orleans as well. So I thought that was really fun. And I have this one in an extra fine nib, and then this is again the Pilot Shikiori in the color Duyu. Another takeaway I had after filming this and doing the actual editing of the video is that for my next month, for June, I think that I'm also going to like do a close-up of the pen that I have each ink in as well, and not just the ink. I would love to know, is that something that you would like to see a close-up of in the comments? Let me know. I'm going to squeeze 2 more inks on this page, and the next one is going to be a diamine ink, and this is Steel Blue, and I love this ink so much. It is so pretty, and I just love the way that it goes down on paper. I have this ink currently inked up in my second Hongdian M2 Black Forest Mini. The first one that I had is, I believe, a like a charcoal or a black color. Oh no, the first one that I have is a caramel color. This one is called Midnight Blue, but I only wrote blue down. So it's not actually correct in the way that I wrote it down on here, but I was running out of room, so I just kind of shortened it a little bit. But just look how pretty this is. I love this ink. It is so fun. I again have this inked up in a Hongdian M2 Black Forest Mini in the Midnight Blue color, and then this is the Diamine Steel Blue, and the nib on this one I believe is also an extra fine nib. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I have a favorite nib size for sure. The fine and extra fine are probably my 2 favorite nib sizes, but I almost think that I only like the fine if it's operating the same as like extra fine do in some other pens. So I don't know. I do have a preference to the smaller nib sizes, but I also haven't tried any larger nib sizes yet. So who knows? Maybe I might try one in the future and actually like it. So there is where I wrote the incorrect color name of the actual pen. It is, I believe, Midnight Blue. The last ink that I will squeeze on the page here, and I will indeed be absolutely squeezing it on the page, is going to be a sample ink that I have. This last ink is a sample that I received from Yoseka Stationery, and it is the Dominant Industry Leaf Green ink, and I love this ink too. Can you tell what my favorite color is? Oh my goodness. But this is a really fun ink as well, and I really, really love the way that it lays down on paper. And I have this one inked up currently in a Jinhao 10 and a extra fine nib as well, I believe. This is such like a vibrant and pretty green, in my humble opinion. And I've noticed as it dried that there is actually like a little bit of a yellow tone to it to give it that kind of bright green vibrancy. But when I first start writing with this, it generally writes like really, really dark. And you can see some of the darker writing as I'm actually laying this down with the pen that it's in. So it's really interesting to see how this one kind of shades and changes colors as you write. And I really, really enjoy it. So again, this is the Dominant Industry Leaf Green, and I have it inked up in a Jinhao 10. And this is the Gradient Gray color. I got this pen also from Amazon. And it is supposed to be a Pilot Vanishing Point dupe, if you're interested. It's in an extra fine nib, and then I think that's it. I think I said everything about this pen. But I love these. I love all of these colors so much, and I'm so excited to have them all inked up. I've been using them for a lot of different things outside of just regular writing, because I'm not really a write in color type of person. I would love to know, of these inks, which one is your favorite that I have inked up for May? Let me know down in the comments. But that is going to be all I have for my currently inked for May. And yeah, I would love to know your thoughts. What colors do you have inked up for the month of May? That is all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!